It Takes Two. What a weekend. 8 couples left in the competition, which means one thing. Blackpool Week officially starts here. Love that. Sadly, one couple have just missed out on that Tower Ballroom magic. Yes, Ruth and Anton were eliminated from the competition. Oh. Sad faces, sad times. We'll be talking to them and giving them some love in just a moment. And helping them go out with a bang tonight, it's only Susan and Kevin. What a tango this weekend. Plus, joining us to give an overview of this series so far, last year's champ, Ore. Hey, champ. Look, Kev, still not forgiving him. But first, some things are just meant to go together. And from the start, Ruth and Anton were the perfect pairing. Before we say goodbye, let's take a look at them having heaps of fun in their last dance. Recovered from the amazing rugby scrum.
Oh,
brilliant. It's so good.
We didn't plan any of that. In fact, as we were walking to the dance, I said to him, what do we do now? We haven't planned anything. And when he got on the floor, I thought, that's why I love you, Anton. Come
on you go.
On we go. I didn't know everyone else was going to do pylon.
Very cute as Debbie literally just pops onto the top right at
I was a
the
bit
end.
worried we might kill you, actually, because I thought that would not be good if we all got off and Anton...
Anton never moved again.
I was clenching, don't worry.
I have to say, we're devastated to lose the two of you. You have been one of our favourite pairings. How are you feeling?
One off.
I know I must remain impartial. Of course I'm not.
I'm fine. I mean, I'm very, very disappointed not to get to Blackpool, mostly for this man, because I would love to have done a ballroom dance, obviously in the Tower Ballroom, with the King of Ballroom, but it wasn't to be. But I didn't do a good foxtrot. I didn't like that dance.
You did. I thought you did a good foxtrot. Really, I didn't think they understood it, because traditionally we do have slows in the foxtrot, and we sort of covered that with the first step, and then we were sort of over that. And then we just did a selection of weaves, and that's the lovely weave. There's a crosser. Now we've got a fall away. Look at that. And now we've got a little fall away, and now we're going to have a little fall away, more fall away, and then we've got ourselves a little weave and a fall away.
So you did a lot backwards as well. There wasn't backwards.
Some of it.
It was mostly forwards.
You're going like this. Oh, we're going backwards.
Let's go that way. Let's go that way instead. But you did look beautiful, and it was a really special tune. And if you're going to go out in the arms of the King of Ballroom.
Yeah, and I did. And actually, I loved the hats and canes at the top.
Yes.
And actually, unfortunately, the judges kind of didn't really talk about that much. Well, apart from saying I was out of time.
Well, they don't know what they're talking about. Bless them. Barely see most of them.
So I loved all the bit of...
I know, to do a bit of jazz and canes, and you've done it all. It's so good. And also, it was a dance-off of foxtrots. It's proving to be as tricky as the cha-cha this year.
It means the judges don't understand it well enough. It's the best dance in the world. Why would both of us be in the bottom two?
I know, it's unthinkable. It is.
It's hard, but it is the hardest of all the ballroom dances, because there's a simplicity of choreography, or there should be, because it's supposed to flow elegantly across the floor. So you don't want to overcomplicate it with intricate choreography. Then it becomes a bit waltzy.
Yeah.
So that's very difficult to get that smoothness, the elegance of the dance, and the timing. It's the timing that makes the dance. You've got to time those slows and those quicks, and it's very, very difficult.
Very
stupid. Very stupid counting.
It's very stupid.
It's stupid counting.
But we have to say that from the beginning, the whole nation was hoping that you two would be paired up, and then
I was hoping.
I know.
So
and look at the magic that followed. Here's your Strictly story.
Oh no! Don't start.
I have to keep pinching myself. I'm on Strictly Come Dancing. Feel like a princess.
You are going to be swapping Eamon.
Yes.
With Anton.
I can't believe I could have been this lucky. We're doing waltz up first.
Lovely.
Don't look at me. Just look at me a bit. Don't look at me. Here we go.
You have
this wonderful aura about you. You did have a lot of mistakes, but you're very graceful.
Ruth is amazing. She's a natural Charlestoner. Wow.
Oh, blimey, it's fast.
Just a bit faster.
I had no idea you were such a good flapper.
You nailed it today.
Left, right, close, change.
I love the rumba. It's sensual, it's intense, it's sexy. I just hope I can do all that and remember the steps.
I thought the rumba walks were very stilted. It lacked hip action.
It has to have heat. It's a Latin dance. And the timing as well, my darling, went right off.
I'm still loving my Strictly experience, despite being towards the bottom of the leaderboard. Tango is just walking very quickly to music, being a bit intense. I can walk. Can I be intense? I'll give it a go.
I felt that you were in the moment. A great improvement. Well done. Amazing.
This is my happy tango face. Anton's told me he wants it to be like an old-style samba. Well, I don't really know what a new-style samba is.
Got lots of content and got on the wrong foot a little bit here and there, but hey, who cares?
I loved it for its comedy. I didn't love it for its technique.
I can't believe I'm in Halloween week. I'm thrilled.
And three, and Ruth's an intelligent woman.
3, 4, 1, 2.
But the counting thing seems to be foxing her somewhat.
2, 1, 2.
You have made a wonderful improvement, so be proud.
It lacked any style. I thought it was too heavy and too sloppy.
I can't believe Craig.
I didn't agree with everything he said.
I am loving the Paso Doble. I am a fierce and fearless woman in this. And my husband would say I can be quite fierce, so I'll just think of him.
Ruth, you represent absolute joy. I've never seen a Paso Doble so humorous. If you could hold onto a narrative like that, I want to watch it every time.
Learning to dance is everything I thought it would be.
This is nice.
It's fantastic.
I felt like you were actually trotting like a horse.
Sadly, you are slightly out of your depth.
Who are you going to save?
Johnny and Oti.
Johnny and Oti.
Johnny and Oti.
He's made this whole thing so much fun, and I hope we'll be friends for a long time.
You are amazing.
Couple laugh so much
at
the joy of their Strictly story.
We have laughed.
8 dances you've learned.
I know,
Ruth.
and I'm so thrilled to have even got this far. I mean, I didn't think I'd get past a week 2 or 3, and each week. And this man is the most wonderful teacher. I mean, we did laugh a lot.
You really did.
But he's so patient. He never told me off once.
Yeah.
Even when I cried, he used to give me a hanky and get me a cup of tea. It got to the point where actually he just used to bring a hanky and I had it tucked in my skirt.
Yeah.
Just in case you need to
just weeping.
It's been so
Weepy
glorious to
Weepy
watch your
Wednesday.
confidence grow as well as the competition has gone on. I have to say, you've had so much support. Your biggest supporters, Eamon and Jack, have been there every week. How happy are they to have you back?
I think they're quite pleased they'll get some decent dinners now. Not living on microwave meals anymore. But Jack, and actually, you know, I did say that in my speech, actually, because obviously they can't put everything in.
Yeah.
Because to have them there every single week, you know, it's a big commitment from your family as well, to come every week. And especially Jack, he's only 15, and he loved it, didn't he? He was quite emotional on Saturday.
I know. You just showed me the message he wrote you, which was so beautiful. They're gorgeous. I know it's been such an amazing experience. Only one can go on to win now. Ruth, you've made some amazing friends. Who's getting your support?
They're all going to get. They're all going to get my support. So I'm not going to say who I want to win. Yeah. Because I love them all and I think they're all doing incredibly well.
That's not what you said. Tell me what you said.
No, I'm not saying it.
I'm
not saying it.
Naughty.
I think Debbie has a very good chance.
Okay,
I know. Very good chance.
Flexi, Mickey, please tell us you'll carry on wearing the wigs and experimenting with them because you have worn them so well. A love to Eamon. Maybe next year he could follow in your footsteps. You have been so glorious to watch. Yes, you and Eamon. That's a booking. Give it up. everyone, so much love for Ruth and Anton. Now, this year's series has already been full of surprises. We've had incredible performances, high scores and shock dance-offs. We're bringing in a man to help make sense of it all. It's time for Ore's overview. It's the reigning champion, people. Ore is back. It's super smashing to see you,
It's
darling.
so lovely to be back on here. It's weird being here without Joanne, but it's so nice.
I know. We'll make a little puppet of her. Are you enjoying the class of 2017? I know it's a bit weird when you first watch and you're not involved.
It is a bit different, but no, I'm loving it. I'm just like a super fan all over again. So all of those emotions are now just from the sofa on a Saturday night, curled up, blanket, tissues in hand.
I know.
It never goes away.
It doesn't.
It never
You're
goes away.
still weeping,
Still
people.
weeping.
This time last year, just to remember where you were,
Yeah.
you'd just done a rumba, 4th on the leaderboard,
Yeah.
which shows even, you know, things can change so much still, can't they, in the
I
competition?
remember that week so vividly because we'd been in the dance-off before.
Yeah.
And it was just get to Blackpool. It was like, just doesn't matter whatever the score is, just get to Blackpool. So it was relief.
Yeah.
And obviously, things all can change after that. We're
know.
just past halfway. So they've got, the journey is still there, the glass is half full, loads still to come.
OK, so let's have a little look. You've been following very closely.
Yes.
You're going to share some of your findings with us. Where should we begin?
Well, let's have a look at an overall leaderboard because we've got the remaining couples here. And even though Susan, Kevin and Johnny Notu down at the bottom, it's actually not that distant in points to the top, considering over 8 weeks of dances. But Alexander and Gorka and Debbie have consistently been awesome, and the scores have related that. So it's just the middle group. You never really want to be in the middle because I think for a voting public, they always go, I'm not sure if they need voting, but everyone's been awesome.
Let's talk about the boys, shall we? One of my favourite subjects. We're going to start with Joe. There is Joe, only the 3 of them left in the competition. And how's he doing?
Joe's been fantastic, consistent all-rounder. I remember when he opened it up with the jive, and his jive was fantastic. And he had the rumba, like you say, which bizarrely was the same time of the series last year.
As yours. Same points, I believe.
Yeah, so no, he's mirroring well. But this Charleston, we didn't do a Charleston anywhere near as good as this one. I think they got 36. So a really high-scoring Charleston. He's got 10s as well between him and Katja. And the last 3 weeks have been in the 30s.
Yeah.
So consistency from Mr. McFadden.
Shirley says dark horse. What say you?
I say no.
Oh, no, but he's got a good point.
Because there's no darkness in it. The guy's top 3 on the overall scores.
There we go.
He's a bright horse. He's a unicorn. He's been great. Does that make any sense?
It makes complete sense. Let's talk about the comeback kid.
Yeah.
David. When he was in the bottom 2, I said to him on this very show, I said, don't worry, look what happened to Ore. He really, this weekend was really good for him as well.
Yeah, another high-scoring Charleston. I just get distracted by the man's face
physique.
and pecs.
The
beautiful
whole thing.
guy.
He is a beautiful boy.
But no, also I'm always amazed by the soap actors because of the hours that they spend doing their show, and then to be able to see him pull out this 38 for their Charleston was fantastic.
Good work.
Part of the 10 club as well, David.
Go on, David.
Nadia deserves a round of applause.
Appreciate that.
He is a bit more of a ballroom boy.
Yeah.
Because I don't think he's had a 30 in the Latin, so if anything's holding him back, it's probably that. But I think with a wingspan as broad as his, the guy can do anything.
Wingspan. I mean, is that before? Like it. On to Johnny. He is the baby of the boys.
He's only 24.
I know.
I think people forget that. He is still so young, but still so mature. And I think, OK, he hasn't necessarily reached the heights of some of the others, and he's only been in the 30 club once, I think 31 for an American Smooth. So at this point of the series, he's going to need to start upping the scores if he's going to prove himself. But that jive was a reminder of what the guy can do. Wasn't that one of the most remarkable sights that we've ever seen on the show?
And the thrill, I mean, you can see it on his face. Do you feel he's got something to prove at Blackpool?
I think Maybe, because you got to bounce back from being in the dance-off. But if you're going to rise to the occasion, it's always going to come in Blackpool. I think we could see something cool from him and OT.
OK, yeah. We will discuss the ladies in a moment. We have reached the halfway point in Ore's overview. Plenty more to come from the champ. He's the champ.